Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video. And today we have another bargain store find. This time it's an escape and solve mystery game. Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion. This game is for ages 10 up, for 1 to 6 players. It takes about 90 minutes to complete. Difficulty level is 2. Brought to you by our friends at Hasbro Gaming. I picked this up for $3.49. Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion. Escape Tudor Mansion, solve the mystery. The classic Clue story and escape room board game. You and 5 other guests have been invited to join Body Black for an evening of fine dining and a chance to discuss some personal business. After dinner, he announces he intends to blackmail you all. Shortly after, the power cuts out and you find Mr. Body dead. Armed with only your wits, you must escape and determine who killed Mr. Body, where they did it, and with what weapon. Co-op puzzle solving. Work together to unravel riddles and unlock Tudor Mansion. Combine items, deduce the numbered solution, find the card number in the deck to keep playing. Track down clues, collect evidence to figure out the iconic who, where, and what. Explore and escape the mansion. Play through a dynamic game board that builds and changes as you go. Solve the murder. Even if you escape, you can correctly conclude what happened in the mansion. Your contents. This came out in 2022 by Hasbro. For more information, go to hasbrogaming.com. So, let us crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have on the inside. Now, as always with escape room games, we can't divulge too much information, but we can kind of go through what we have here. So we got a bunch of good stuff in here, so hold on. So let's take a look here. Discuss what we can go through. So here we have hints on the back wall, so we will not show you that, because I do not want to ruin the game for anyone who may have purchased this. So, Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion. And I'm actually looking forward to playing this because I love the board game Clue, the classic board game Clue, and all of its variations, and I've played it many times with my 2 children. And at this point in time, this is something that's something that we haven't really tried that often, which are escape games. So I'm looking forward to definitely trying this with my 8-year-old daughter and my 13-year-old daughter, and my wife also. So Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion, an escape and solve mystery game. Got the contents down there. Take out the tutorial board that says someone cut the lights. Figure out how to turn them back on. Lay it on the table. Place your pawns in the center of the board. Next, take out the tutorial deck from the first slot on the left side of the box and place it next to the tutorial board. Do not look through the cards. So then it tells you the youngest player goes first. Read the cards out loud. When the first player goes, the goal of the tutorial deck is to teach you how to play the game. So the object. Take turns exploring Tudor Mansion as you work together to solve puzzles and gather clues to escape the mansion and crack the case of who killed Mr. Body. The more clues you find, the better your chances are of solving the classic whodunit mystery. Who killed Mr. Body, with what weapon, and in what room? The youngest player goes first, then turns, rotate to the left. On your turn, you may take several actions. And here's a note. Cards, narrative cards, puzzle cards, item cards, clue cards, overlay cards, building the mansion, how to solve the murder. And then back here are all kinds of hints, which I'm not going to go into. So there's your rule book. So just going to show you here what's in the box. So we got packet A and the solve packet, which I will not open for you so you can see what's in them. I will not do that. So you have packet A, you have your solve packet. Again, like it said, you start off on this room here. Someone cut the lights. Figure out how to turn them back on. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, and of course you have pawns for your players. So I'm going to put this out here like so. Boop. So you get some pawns for the game as well. So you have you can have up to and including 6 players. So you got packet A, and you got the solve packet, so that's also included. Okay. You also get decks of cards. These are your character cards. These I can show you. They are sealed, but I can show you to them. You have Colonel Mustard, Miss Scarlet, Dr. Orchid, Miss Peacock, Mr. Green, and Professor Plum. And back, it gives you a little background information about each of the characters. So, again, don't really want to give you much more information than this. So anyway, it starts off with these are your main character cards. Then you're also given a multitude of cards. It tells you here. That's your tutorial deck. This is the one that shows you how to play the game if you've never played an escape room game before. So that's your tutorial. And you also, in this game, have different decks. So this is deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and last but not least is deck 4. So you got 4 decks of cards. Again, you got your solve packet and your decks of cards there. You also receive what it says here. Your different boards. Now these I could show you too, because these are obviously the study and they have numbers on them. So obviously these are places, things that you can go investigate. So you have board A, which is a study. Board B, which is the conservatory. Board C, which is the kitchen and the lounge. Board D, which is the billiard room, which all of these should, if you've ever played Clue before, you should be all very familiar with these. And of course, you've got board E, which is your cellar, which is a difference from the regular board games. You never went down the cellar. You also have, so it comes in a box that has like this, where you put all your cards in, which is really cool. And over here, it also says, so it says solved, which is in the bottom of the box, but more importantly, so let's read what it says here. Okay. Stop. Don't open anything from this box. Start by reading the below instructions to begin the game. Choose your most dramatic player to read the below text aloud. Take out the deck of character cards. Have each player select one of the 6 characters and take the color matched pawn. Take turns reading the back of your character cards aloud to the group. If you are playing with less than 6 players, you should still read aloud all the character cards. Choose a different player to read this text aloud. You read that. I'm not going to read it to you. Well, I could actually read it to you. So it says, as you are finishing the final morsels of a scrumptious dessert, Mr. Body stands and, instead of raising a toast, reveals that he has brought you together because he is blackmailing every single one of you. If each of you doesn't pay up, he will reveal your scandalous secrets to the world. The table erupts in shouting and accusations, but Body remains maddeningly calm. He excuses himself with a smug grin and he says he'll be back in an hour to collect the funds. After a moment, you all storm off to different parts of the mansion in search of your devious host, each of you convinced that you are best suited to change his mind. The hour passes and then, crack! Thunder crashes through the mansion as the lights suddenly go out. Sounds of stumbling and muttered curses in the dark filter through the rooms as all of you make your way to the hall. You'll have to work together to get the lights back on. It's time to play. Remove this insert, take the rules out of the box, and read the quick start. Do not remove any other components until instructed to do so. So that tells you exactly where everything stands in this unboxing. So I've showed you just about everything that I can. I do not want to ruin the game for you, but I definitely am going to try this out, like I said, to my kids and my wife, and this should be a good time because I do love Clue and the whole thing behind it. And when I read this, of course, it reminds you of, if you've ever seen the movie with Martin Mull and the all-star cast, Tim Curry, and lots of other characters that you know and love, Madeline Stowe. And one of the things you're going to know is that this introduction sounds just like the movie itself. So I look forward to giving this game a shot. Anyway, it was another budget store find, and I think it's well worth the money that I paid for it, which was, again, $3.49. Anyway, that concludes this unboxing of Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion. Again, the game is for ages 10 plus, for 1 to 6 players, 90 minutes. Difficulty is 2 out of 5, and brought to you by the great people at Hasbro. So, Clue, Treachery at Tudor Mansion. As always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed this unboxing, you could always give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Also, you could always hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release any new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Be safe, be well. Enjoy the remainder of your day. I'll catch you on the next unboxing video.